had you got into that trade a little bit earlier than you said you were,
Yeah.
which happens. I think of that all the time, right? If I just wait for where my entries are, do I manage my trades a little bit better? Because I know my execution could be better, and again, like you said, it's trading, right?
Yeah.
It's trading. Right now, you're still in these pretty much the same trade with a little scratch.
Correct. Same entry, 85. Everything's the same. Mine just 150. So
Ooh, nice little pop there. What was that? Tom, nice trade. Someone wanted to know when you started with Top Step. It was 2 years ago, right?
yeah, 2 years ago, almost this month, right? August, September. Yeah, it's almost exactly 2 years ago is when I started. And when I started with Top Step, I wasn't even trading. It's like I didn't really care much about trading with a prop firm. I was really enjoying the coaching, and we were doing the coaching in Discord, huh, Coach Shay?
Oh yeah,
Just that was fun, man. Good times. Good times.
Discord times. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
fun. Those are fun. 100 people, sometimes less in a room. Good times. We still see some of those names around today, right, in the YouTube chat. So thanks for everyone hanging out. We had a bunch of new viewers the other day, so I'm curious. We got 1,400 people watching right now. If you're a new viewer, let us know, or if you're an old viewer, let us know where you're watching from. Where's everyone tuned in from? Top Step is global.
Yeah.
This could be early morning for you. It could be afternoon. Where are you guys watching from?
Be honest. Come on, chat. We know there's gonna be someone saying they're new, but they're
Boomer
not.
Brian, you're not from Estonia if you're watching. I know where you're from.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at everyone. Let's get a let me get a poll going.
New York, Sweden, Houston, UK. We're definitely not gonna be able to read all of these. Lithuania,
Yeah, I know.
Minneapolis.
See what you started. See what you
Yeah.
started, Jay.
Hey, it's engagement. It's engagement.
I know. Yeah, let's see if I get a poll to see who is. Let's see.
Hey, all this energy in the chat is coinciding with this gold trade moving to the upside for you.
Yeah,
so
just
you're
keep
welcome.
going, man. Just pump it
Yeah.
up. I'm at break even technically. But
Maria says my couch, Vegas, the moon, Arkansas.
there we go.
I always think we should see Jamaica in there, India. I think we should play this game on the daytime show, and I'm gonna try to get Jack to do it. A little segment if Danielle's watching. If we can throw these in one of the production meetings, we'll do one of these, and we play a game. Has Jack Pelzer been there? Right? Because every time we mention a place, and it could be like an obscure place, Jack seems to have a story about it. So we either spin the globe, drop a pin, and ask Jack if he's been there and if he has one random fact about it, or we try to find the most obscure place someone is from in the chat and ask Jack has he been there, because he seems very well traveled.
Okay. All right, here's a poll. Here's a poll. I got this poll. Look at that gold pump too. See, right idea. I'd be up $200, but I have a little room left to go. Tighten up the stop a little bit. There you go. There's a poll in the YouTube chat. It's first time. So how long have you watched slow markets? From first time to a month. So you're basically new. A month to 3 months. 3 months to 6, and then over 6 months. I think that will give a decent amount. Let's see. Danielle in the chat, listening while driving. Relaxing. Man, I love that. Amazing gold trade. I don't care about that first scratch loss. Whatever the result is, great decision to get in again. We're already at the 1-to-1 almost towards these 88s. I'm going to say 6+ months. I got to add that. All right. Okay. It's crazy to think we've been doing this for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been what, a year and a half, a little more, of slow markets on YouTube.
Yeah, year and a
Yeah.
half debut, Top Step TV, slow markets, and it started. I met MP down in Moab, Utah, at a bar over a drink.
Nice trade here. 33.8850 is VWAP from the session so far, but nice job getting back in there.
Thank you, Coach Shea. I'm looking for these 88s and maybe even a push higher. If I was in multiple contracts, I would have taken one off. We have a bit of resistance, support and resistance to get through here at these mid 87s. You can see how we rejected that already. But there's nothing wrong with a little bit of pullback, and then maybe we could get that continuation higher. Yeah, when it goes in your favor, you always wish you had more on, right?
Yeah. Martin makes a good point here. What you should take away, Dakota, is waiting for your entry takes a lot of stress out of the trade. Even though you're in the same trade, essentially the stress level has been zero. I think that's a good point, right? Because I think you knew, or we don't know anything, right? But you had a feeling that there was potential for a stop run below. But when you see the market kind of validate that, and then it's like a checklist, right? If the market trades down here, then it should pop up. When it's already validated that, then you can check off that as a potential move that it can make, and now it feels a little bit more comfortable getting into that trade, where you let the stop run go first and then get back into it.
Correct.
Seeing a little bit of selling come in here, but
yeah, we rejected those 87.5s, right where this consolidation and support resistance level is. But I already moved my stop loss a little bit, so I've limited my risk. Pullback's healthy. Obviously, you don't want it to pull back so fast against you from 87.5 to 85.5. Someone says, fake out, bro. Fake out to which direction is the question. Is the NASDAQ? What's the NASDAQ doing? We can take a look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ not doing too much. I don't know about this song choice. Before we start to look at some trader stats here soon. We'll see how this trade goes before we switch it to trader stats. What I want to see here now is I want to see a pivot. Just some type of pivot. So this might be a decent pivot that if we do get another push higher, I can move my stop loss just below that, and that's just above break even. Because man, I might even consider adding to this, Coach J.
yeah,
If we could break back above 87.
above 87s.
Yeah, yep. Because now I'm looking at this 5-minute chart, and yeah, you can see there's a nice level of resistance right around there. And we rejected once. If we do push, maybe we consolidate, and I'll look for that breakout even higher. That could be a possibility. Only add if I'm seeing what I want to see, not. I think
Let's
if
take
I
a look at the tilt here. Getting any information from the tilt. 53% short, not a whole lot. 62% short in the NASDAQ.
Okay.
Not really seeing any size on the books either. Yeah, I mean, I don't kind of like this trade.
For what?
I like this gold trade that you're in, right? We came down, tagged those 83s. That was a level I'm looking at a quant tower chart that I have. That's a level I have marked out for some reason. I don't know why. Probably just because it's, that consolidation we had to the left. As long as we hold above that.
Yeah, I'll love it if we get above these 87s again.
Yeah.
We're still not out of the woods. The fact that we rejected the 87.5 has me a little bit worried. I was just talking about how, support becomes resistance, right? That's exactly what happened here in gold. So even though I tightened up my risk, so I'm risking 220 on this trade, I'm not out of the woods yet. Not out of the woods. I do have to take into consideration I'm down 150, so overall risk on this particular setup has been, it'd be 370 on this setup. But we'll see. It's been kind of quiet, man. It's been quiet the past couple days here in the gold. We haven't seen a lot of movements. Actually, the movements have been coming right after slow markets. Like I'll end stream, and I would see the movement in gold right after slow markets. So maybe there's something to that. Maybe a little bit of adjustment in when the volatility comes. I mean, we did see this little spike in volatility right at the top of the hour, but it hasn't been as crazy as what it normally has been.
Let's see, chat. Are you guys in any trades? Anyone in any trades right now? You guys flat, just watching? What are we thinking?
I'm reading this one. Yeah, maybe they're watching me pay me. It says, yeah, they're definitely watching me. They see me get into a trade. They see when I get out. They know everything. Someone says NASDAQ long, short. How are you, Coach Jay?
Couple flat. I am flat right now. I was thinking about. I'm just looking at these equity charts, man, and I don't know. I'm just looking at this bounce, this sell-off and this bounce that we had today. We're still holding inside of that pretty strong sell-off candle. Oh, my bad. I'm looking at a different chart. Here. Get out of here. I'm looking at this 30-minute candle that we had this morning that started the sell-off. We're right at 50% of it right now. I'm curious to know whether or not this was just a relief bounce, right? Short covering, or were these actual buyers coming in here? We've had a bunch of down days in the NASDAQ. I think it's 6 in a row now. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. The last time we've seen that was February. And we remember what happened in February.
Yeah, February was insane, man.
Things got ugly.
Things got very ugly, very volatile in these markets.
Different circumstances, of course, but we did get, and I'm looking at it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we were in the mall, right? Here's the you are here map. We got a little relief bounce, but we couldn't clear that high, and then we had whatever this catalyst was for continued selling. We got Powell speaking on Friday. I'm just looking at these charts. No trade I'm seeing, but I'm just curious about what is actually going on in these markets right now.
You said you are here map. What is that? What is that?
Yeah, you know when you walk in the mall and you park at an
Yeah.
entrance that you've never parked at before, so you got to figure out where you are. You go to the directory and it says you are here. Yeah. So if we look at it on the charts, right?
Okay.
We are. If we compare this to February, we had 6 down days, and we are right in the middle of that 6th down day. So,
okay, I see what you're looking at.
If we look at history, what does history tell us? We had a little bit of a bounce and continued sell-off. Is that the same case here? Because you got to compare it to something that you've seen before, right? And the most recent time we've seen this many down days was then. Again, different circumstances. We know tariff headlines were coming out around that time, but from a technical perspective, it is similar.
I mean, technicals are technicals, man. Patterns are patterns. Yeah, obviously we're never going to have two similar events always be happening. It's never going to play out.
Right. It's never going to be exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly the same. There's always going to be different situations, but patterns are patterns. These markets never do the same thing exactly twice. That's why when we're talking about support and resistance, we talk about zones, right? Like, hey, this is support zone. Is it going to exactly bounce at this exact tick? Odds are no. Can it? Probably. Yeah. Like, touch your stop loss by 1 tick and then turn around. But yeah, that's what it is. And gold's not going anywhere. We're stuck here at 385. I'm liking that we're not really just selling off yet. we're just going sideways. Makes me look like maybe we are finding another level of support here in gold. But I think it's about time, Coach Jay. Let's start taking a look at some of these traders' statistics while we keep this gold trade on the back of my mind. And I'll provide updates. Like I said, we have a lot of stats already submitted. Go through some of it. If you want to start going through, shout out one that you do want to pull up and review. And I'm going to keep an eye on this gold trade and these markets. And then we'll pull up. Yeah, NASDAQ got a nice bounce there.
Let's see, what's today's date? Today's the 20th. All right.
Yep, today's the 20th. Remember, when it comes to these statistics, chat, the more data, the better. So make sure when you submit statistics, at least a week's worth. At least a week's worth. There's no point of us looking and saying, okay, one day, and then try and come to any type of conclusion based off of one day. So just when you're submitting them, make sure you have at least a week. At least a week. Because, I mean, same.
Yeah, I'm seeing one with 1 day, and it's literally today's price action.
Yeah. So don't expect us to review any statistics unless you have at least a week. Sometimes we'll make maybe a few days, but yeah, the more data, the better, because when you review statistics, you want enough data to make an educated, decision of like, is this good? Am I doing something bad? This or that? And you can't do that. Same with like my combines, these XFAs. What man? How many days do I have in these XFAs now? There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 trading days in these XFAs. And this is, to me, still not enough statistics. I'm just looking at this saying, okay, 9 days, 7 days, however many days in this, and it's still not enough. I look and say, once I get about a month's worth of data here, then I could really look and dive in and say, okay, how has my trading been? Maybe a couple weeks into this, I could start to see, is there any habits that I've been doing? Am I cutting my winners long? What's this? What's that? And then be able to break down and see what's going on. Getting a little bit of bounce here in gold.
I do have one that I think is interesting, Dakota. I have it up. It's only 4 days. It's day trailing in the chat. Really nice start to this XFA.
Okay.
Up $20,000 in 4 days. Some pretty, varying hold times here. You got trades that are 4 hours. You got trades that are 2 hours. Some trades that are 15 seconds. Average hold time, 35 minutes. Almost a 2-to-1 on the win to loss. 4.32 profit factor. Winning a decent amount of your trades as well. This is somebody who just came out of the gate hot. You see really no losing. Not a lot of drawdown, right? Max drawdown I see on a day is $815.
Okay.
What I will say to this person is just there are a couple trades here where it is just max leverage, right? 10 contracts, 15 contracts. Is it okay? And we heard Lance on Top Step TV the other day. Is it okay to lean into your A+ setups? 100%, right? Those are the ones that we want to take. We want to try to eliminate all the bad quality trades we take and lean into the good ones. Here it just seems like a lot of upfront risk right away, like 10 contracts being put on at one time. Just as long as you're managing whatever that downside looks like, keep going. But just there are a decent amount of trades here. I don't want to say a whole lot. You're up 20 grand in 4 days. Just be conscious of where we're adding that risk, especially as things are going really well. And as long as it's an A+ setup, go ahead. You're playing well, right? Or trading really well. So yeah, I would just be conscious of that. Really great start here. Really great start.
Yeah, I'm looking at these same stats, Coach Jay. Same comments from my end, to be honest. Same comments. I mean, you can see this is a brand new XFA, right? And you're up $20,000.
Yeah.
That's great, right? You can't argue with
Amazing.
that, right? But the question is, when you do have a losing day, like, how bad is that losing day going to be? Is it going to be like a couple thousand? Is it going to be like, how bad is it going to be? And you don't know yet. Like, I like that this trader's taking some losses, right? Like, able to close for a loss instead of just holding, hoping it comes back. 270, 480, 130. So this trader's able to close some of these trades out for a loss. Some of these are some banger trades. 3 contracts for $5,000.
Yeah, really.
Catching almost 100 points on some of these trades. Like, they're good trades. Holding them for almost an hour long, and so holding on to these trades are great. Cutting these losers short. So nothing that's like a red flag saying, yeah, you're just holding on and waiting for it to come back, which is good. But then, like there's a 10 contract thrown in there for a few points. So what happens if like a trade like this gets out of hand or immediately goes against you, or a tape bomb, right? The last thing we would ever want is to see somebody in. I know I've been in that situation, a big position and tape bomb against you. Will it blow your account, or like those different situations and managing your risk? But so far so good. This is amazing to see. Holding those winners is a beautiful thing. Just understand the risk management side is all.
Yeah.
Hit the ground running.
Really great start though. Really great start to that account. All right, we got another one here from Muddy Magnet. Says, I'm struggling with holding positions and on the other hand, trying to do dollar cost averaging. Please guide. This is a combine, 50K combine, but it has about a month of stats in it. So I think that's cool. What I do like is that you're trading in micros. You're saying that you're struggling to hold on to trades. My question is, are the market conditions facilitating you holding on to trades, right? You're trading gold, especially over the last couple of days, towards the end of last week. Did gold really present an opportunity to hold on to trades? There was a lot of overlap, a lot of consolidated ranges, and you got a green wall going here, right? Green every day of this account. If this was an XFA, you'd be eligible for a payout at this point. So, I don't know if that you need to change a whole lot, but when you're talking about I'm struggling to hold on to positions and dollar cost average, the market has to facilitate that, right? It's not, hey, I'm winning, so I want to bet more so I can win more. It doesn't work like that, right? The market usually has to be trending in order for us to add to trades, like the NASDAQ today, right? If you got, or the equities today, if you got short and on those bounces were able to add to a short, the market allowed you to hold on to that short, or the long that Dakota and Doom were in. We had an all-day move from that low.
Yeah.
Right. The rest of the day. So the market facilitated that. It's not, I could do whatever I want, right? I could buy the equities right now and I want NASDAQ to go to 50,000. If it's not going to 50,000, that's just a wish that I have. Same thing with holding on to trades, right? So this is great trading though. Great trading, mostly micros, great risk management. Keep doing this, right? I don't know that you need to change a whole lot.
No, I mean, that's the only thing. You hit the ground running. That's amazing. You have a buffer as well. Trying to build that buffer. Great work. That's all I gotta say. I love seeing traders. I mean, the number one question I always ask everybody, including myself, right? Well, when you're trading and you're on a winning streak, the first thing you need to ask is like, what does it look like when I do have a bad loss, or I do have a bad day, or what does it look like when I do enter a cold streak or a losing streak? Am I blowing a day's worth of profit, or a week's worth, or an entire month in a day or two or three? Because just like in my own XFAs, I'm doing well. But what does a bad day look like? Am I losing a whole week's worth of progress? Or that's why we have a daily loss limit, and that's why I love the daily loss limit. Is, hey, worst case scenario, this is how much I'm going to lose. My daily loss limit. That's how much I can handle, and I know I could make that or more in a single day. So it's not